Timo Werner will score more goals this season than Harry Kane. What's going on, guys? Tristan24 here. Welcome back to a new video on the channel. Today I'm predicting the 2021/2022 Premier League table. 20 teams. Let's get straight into it. But before we do, make sure you drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Do not want to be missing any of this content. But without further ado, let's get into it. Starting off then in the relegation zone, bottom of the table, I've gone with closer years cycling GK fans. I've gone with Watford. They need to tie down Will Hughes. You know, they've got the likes of Ismail Sarr in there, Tom Cleverley, who's a good midfielder as well. Zinkenarkel, who's maybe not good enough for the Premier League. Of course, Ben Foster, they're linked with Aaron Ramsdale. They definitely don't need a new goalkeeper. It's a really good squad, but not good enough to stay up in the Premier League, in my opinion. But I'll wait for Watford to prove me wrong, because you know they'll be good. Because I don't want them to finish bottom, but I have to put somebody there. So for me, Watford finishing bottom. Sorry. In 19th, I've gone with another newly promoted club, and it's not Norwich. No, it's Brentford. Although they've signed the likes of Aya from Celtic, of course, Norwegian player, really good, and of course very popular because of the Euros and all the thing with Christian Eriksen. But you know, they've got Ivan Toney as well, who a lot of people are saying he's going to back the goals. I personally don't think he's going to get more than 10. I also want to be proven wrong by that. But it's an okay squad. They've got David Raya, who I don't really rate as a goalkeeper. His positioning is not the best, in my opinion. He's a good shot stopper, but not the best from set pieces and saving stuff. Of course, we've seen it in the playoff final 2 seasons ago with that long range free kick from Joe Bryan. We've seen it last season with Swansea. When Conor Hourihane scored that, you know, from penalties. You know, 2 seasons ago in the playoff semi-final, Andre Ayew penalty. You know, he started very one-sided to the goal, but he did save that one, to be fair. But from the playoff final, that free kick was very far out 2 seasons ago. No way should ever be scoring from that. So that's sort of a prime example of what I mean. Like, probably going to get caught out a lot this season, Raya, if he does do that. But Thomas Frank's men going down. In 18th, I've gone with the Saints. That's right. It's an okay squad. Ralph Hasenhüttl's men. Main reason is it seems like Danny Ings doesn't really want to be there. If I'm correct in saying that. Let me know if I am wrong. If anything's happened since that reports come out. Any Southampton fans, let me know in the comments. But the latest I heard is that Danny Ings doesn't really want to be at Southampton, and if he doesn't want to be there, get him out the door and sign someone new in up top. Because you've got Che Adams, who's a brilliant player, but can't do it all on his own. You've got James Ward-Prowse, who is going to be a massive factor for you this season. If you sell him, of course, Aston Villa is sniffing about. So if you sell him as a potential Jack Grealish replacement at Villa, then you're in trouble big time, and maybe even finish lower down than 18th, and that, you know, that's hard to do. But you know, it's an okay squad, but it's going to be challenging this season. You've got the likes of Nathan Redmond, who's getting on a little bit now. You know, it's an okay squad. Gineppo as well, which in pre-season, my days did he dive. If he does that in the Premier League with VAR, he's going to get so many sending offs this season. Gineppo, yeah, he just dives for days. But I'll start rambling on. 18th for me, Southampton. They're going down to the Championship. In 17th, surviving. Finally, can you imagine it? Norwich City surviving, going back up from the Championship. Norwich City, yes, that's right. Likes of Billy Gilmore signing, who's a really good player. You know, definitely needs the game time, so it's a brilliant move for him. In the Euros, I think he was, you know, one of Scotland's best players. in the midfield, especially in that England game. He was superb in that midfield. But for Norwich, I just feel that sometime they're going to have to survive. I think it's this time, because I don't think they have the worst squad in the division. Team of Pookie may not be bagging them in, but I see a bit more creativity. The only thing really worrying me is why on earth did they sell Emi Buendia? Yes, the money. I think it was like 35 million for him. So you're probably going to have to accept that, but why let go of somebody which last season, by the way, Norwich in the Championship did not win one game without Emi Buendia. But I'm taking a little bit of a risk here. I think Norwich will survive. Let's see if they can. In 16th, I've gone with Burnley, one of the smallest squads in the Premier League for the new season at the time of recording. Don't think they've brought anyone in. I think they've loaned a few people out and maybe sold one or two players. But it's not the most exciting squad. I think Chris Wood will get you the goals. Pope in goal is solid with Tarkowski and Ben Mee in front of him. It's a good team, but not the best, to be honest. Burnley, you're going to have to do some business at some point, otherwise you will eventually be going down. And Sean Dyche is a brilliant manager, but he can't help you with a terrible squad. So I think you've got new owners. They just need to put their hand in their pocket, get a few players. I know you're interested in this winger, I'm pretty sure it is. Get a few people in, stabilise yourself, get a bit more depth, and then maybe you can actually push up the table a little bit. McNeil as well, I think he'll have a good season. Let's see. In 15th, they were struggling last season. Joe Willock come to their rescue. It's Newcastle United. Freddie Woodman in goal for the whole season, maybe? I never know. He's a brilliant goalkeeper. Let me know, Newcastle fans. Are you happy he's going to be your number one? Maybe. Of course, you've got Carl Darlow there, so maybe Woodman comes in as the number two because Dubravka is injured. But Woodman, he's a brilliant keeper. He's definitely Premier League quality, in my opinion. And you'll have a good season with him in goal. But you've got a good defence as well. Lascelles, Jojo Shelby ahead of him, Almiron, Callum Wilson, who just scores for fun. Say Maximum, how can I forget him? Very quick. It's a good team at Newcastle, definitely shouldn't be struggling. And if you can get Joe Willock back as well, even better, maybe even higher in the table. Newcastle for now, the team you've currently got, 15th. In 14th is Crystal Palace. Very risky decision, because this could go either one of two ways. I predicted the way it's going to go in a good way, but it could fall to pieces and just be the worst thing they've ever done. Massive overhaul this summer, getting the old players out, signing a few contracts to keep a few players tied down to the club, but then changing the whole system from old, a bit of a mixture, to completely young. Patrick Vieira's coming. Have to see how he does. I think Steve Cooper definitely was favourite for a long time for the job. Crystal Palace in the end didn't, appoint him. I'll make this cool though. Whoever sacks their manager first, I think Cooper will probably be manager of them. So it's Watford then. But Crystal Palace, they've got likes of Conor Gallagher, Mark Guehi, two people who've been on loan at Swansea the last few years. They've also got Wilfried Zaha, how can we forget about him? Jordan Ayew can bag in a few goals. It's a good team at Crystal Palace. Let's just hope that they can stay up as well. Also, they've got that Anderson guy, how could I forget about him as well? Anderson, who played with Fulham last season, he's solid, so him and Guehi at the back, brilliant partnership. Into 13th is Crystal Palace's rivals, Brighton. Now, under Graham Potter, the last two seasons, they have struggled a little bit, always been in the relegation scrap. This season, though, I think it'll be different. I think they can climb away from it a little bit more earlier as well. It's it's a good squad at Brighton. It's really exciting. They're linked with a few good players as well. A really solid defence, although they've sold Ben White, they even need to reinvest that money now. Still got the likes of Webster there, Dunk and Dan Burn. It's a very tall team, and Lampley as well. If they go with that three at the back system as well, with wing backs in the five in midfield, Lampley and Burn charging forwards, Dan Burn from corners in the box, 6'7", I'm pretty sure he is. Giant winning headers. That'd be insane. Definitely need a new striker, Brighton. Of course, I think Welbeck is injured, so you need a striker for the new season, but I think it'll be fine. And that's why I'm thinking you'll finish in 13th. In 12th place, I've gone for Wolves. Now, Wolves, I don't know what to make of them, really. If they didn't have Raul Jimenez, I'm probably thinking they'll be in a relegation scrap for the season and maybe even going down. The squad is okay, but something needs to happen. It needs a few players to come, and they got that Barcelona Trifanco guy, Trianco, however you say it. He looks really good. Morgan Gibbs-White, of course, youngster. They sold their goalkeeper, Roy Patricio, so let's see who comes in if they haven't already. Brought in a new goalkeeper. Let me know in the comments if they have. But yeah, it's a decent team for Wolves, but I don't know, next season they're going to add to it massively. Probably will be in a relegation scrap. For Wolves this season, 12th. In 11th, this one's mainly depends on Jack Grealish. You guessed it. Aston Villa, 100 million to Man City. Will it happen? Will it not? At the time of recording, reportedly being agreed, that is reportedly agreed the fee of 100 million for Jack Grealish, which would be the new record amount for a player. I'm pretty sure anyway, after Paul Pogba was 89 million a few years ago now. But Jack Grealish, brilliant player. Don't think he's worth 100 million. But they signed Emi Buendia, Leon Bailey. So still a really good team. Emi Martinez in goal, very good. Goalkeeper Mings, Concert at the back, Matty Cash, also Watkins up top. It's a deadly attack, and if they even get James Ward-Prowse in as well alongside, or just in front of McGinn, it's going to be a really good team. If they keep Jack Grealish, I think they will push the top 6, but if they sell him, which is what I'm basing this off, I think they will finish in 11th. So Aston Villa still a good season, but if they have Jack Grealish, I think they will push towards 6th place. In 10th, exactly halfway, I've gone with Everton. Going into the new stadium, I think it's next season. This is their final year at Goodison, I'm pretty sure. I think the new stadium is being built, or it is sort of halfway built. I'm not too sure. Any Everton fans, let me know in the comments, because I need to know. When you move it into your new stadium, is it next year or is it the season after? It's definitely not this season, is it? But Everton, what to say? New manager again, of course. Ancelotti ditched them for Real Madrid. And then they got in Benitez, who of course been at Liverpool. We'll just have to wait and see how that pays out. It's a good team. Pickford in goal, Keane at the back. You've got Godfrey, Field. Not too many superstars. Attack Lewin, Calvert-Lewin, Richarlison. That is good attack, but it's not good enough for any higher than 10th in my opinion. So Everton look forward to a mid-table finish. In 9th, I've gone for Leeds United. Another really good season. Patrick Bamford, I think, will get a few goals as well this season. Upcoming. Under Marcelo Bielsa, you also know you're going to have a really well-drilled team. And I think Leeds this season will finish 9th. A really strong team, a really strong season. Fans back at Ellen Road, what more could you want? Leeds to finish 9th in the Premier League. 8th, I've gone for the Hammers. Brilliant season last season. I think they'll back that up this season, because I think they will get Mateus Pereira, and they've also gone and got the Areola. Fabianski's getting on a little bit now, so get a new, younger goalkeeper in. Cresswell probably still banging in the crosses to Antonio's head, maybe, or even a new striker, maybe Tammy Abraham. It's unlikely they get Jesse Lingard back, but if they do, surprisingly, if they can, I mean, they'll definitely be finishing higher. But I think it'd be a really good season, especially if they can keep hold of Souček and Declan Rice. Going into 7th place, this will surprise a few people, but not many. I'm with Spurs, purely based off Harry Kane leaving. But I think then Human Son will light it up at Spurs, and that's what's going to get them the goals and the points. Human Son, he signed a new deal with Spurs earlier on. Nuno, the new manager, but no Harry Kane. Sorry, I had to put that joke in, but yeah, Harry Kane probably going to go to City, along with Jack Grealish. How they have so much money, Man City, is unbelievable. But Spurs 7th, not the best of seasons, but what can you say for an average team? It will be Son will be basically their best player there, and I think he'll bag 25 goals this season. In 6th place is the North London rivals Arsenal. Hard to judge Arsenal. They've got Ben White in now, Leno in goal, Tierney at the back as well. Bellerin's not happy there, apparently. They need to get a new right back in. Aubameyang and Lacazette, they're both getting on a bit now. When will they actually bring in a new striker? When will they cash in on them? Willian, of course, he's aging now as well. Brilliant set piece taker, but he's not the best off the ball though. He's only good on set pieces. So Arsenal this season, I think they'll finish 6th. Have a decent season, but nothing too special. In 5th place, I've gone with Leicester City. That is right. Really good manager, really good team. How many seasons is Jamie Vardy going to go on for after this, guys? I feel this could be his final season. I hate to say it, because he's just so good. I think Jamie Vardy, though, this will be his last season of full goal scoring. You get 23 goals this season, but next season then probably time to cash in on him at Leicester. Maybe I'm not too sure, but what I do know is Tielemans is an absolute beast in the midfield, and he's going to be very key to their success this season. Yuri Tielemans got a good defence as well, good midfield, decent attack, especially with Vardy in there. But when will they replace him? That's the big question. In 4th, before I say that actually, top 4, I think this season is going to be a very, very, very exciting title race. I think all of the top 4 will be in it to the last 10 match weeks. To the last 5 match weeks, and then a few teams will start to drop off. But yeah, can't wait for this new season, because Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City, Man United all got brilliant teams going into the new season. Let's get on to predicting. All of them are making the Champions League in my opinion, but who's finishing where? Well, I've got 4th place, Liverpool. I just feel the attacks aging. Mane and Salah, not going to stay young forever. It's quite an old team altogether, really. Alisson and Van Dijk at the back with Konate, I think it is, or yeah, Konate, their new signing. It's an okay defence, but then you go up the pitch a little bit, and that's when you can see the quality, more quality is needed. Liverpool, the next few seasons, they're going to have to be looking forward to the future, bringing in some younger players, because these players aren't going to stay at this age for ages, and even now they're getting old. So Liverpool 4th, but it could have been older if they brought in a big name. Because Salah this season and Mane maybe be their last big season until they have to step down to a lower club maybe. But I think Liverpool still get top 4, finish 4th. 3rd place then, I've gone with Man United. Hear me out on this one. I think Man United, with the squad they've got, Sancho and Varane, coming in, which is absolutely insane. They'd win the league if they didn't have Ole. They had a different manager. I predicted Man United to win the league. I just don't see them winning the league with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Luke Shaw, Maguire, Varane and Wan-Bissaka and Tahir in goal. What a defence. Midfield of Pogba, you've got Bruno in there, McTominay as well. Oh, this is just insane. You've got Rashford, Sancho. Who's going to play up top? You've got so many options for Man United. Definitely could win the league. I just don't think they will in the end because Ole, I just don't rate him that highly as a manager. But we'll have to wait and see with this one. But Man United, brilliant team, not the right manager. Third place. Second place, this will surprise everybody watching this one because you'll be expecting me to put Chelsea top, wouldn't you? It is Chelsea top. It's Man City second. I think Grealish, if he comes in, he's just going to warm the bench probably. Or if they just sell Sterling, then he comes in, of course, on the left wing. And maybe even sell Bernardo Silva as well. Not need actually to sell both of them. I'm just thinking about that. Harry Kane be the new number 9. They have De Bruyne in there. I don't need to run through their team. It's stacked of quality at City. But I just feel they won't win the title this year. I just feel it's going to be a really close race right to the end. And Tuchel will have one over yet again on Pep Guardiola. So let's move on to reasoning for Chelsea finishing top. Tuchel, brilliant manager. Havertz in their Champions League winning squad. It's only going to get better. Got a really good youth system coming through. They've sold Mark Geehy and loaned out Conor Gallagher. But to them it doesn't really matter. They're like 5th choice anyway, how good they are as well. Kante in the midfield, absolute beast. He fills like 3 players in the midfield. You only need him in the midfield. And I'm going to make a bold prediction. If Harry Kane doesn't get, let me restart that. I think Timo Werner will score more goals this season than Harry Kane. That's right. I'm not crazy. And yes, I did say Timo Werner, the one who got himself into so many good positions last season, just couldn't score. Well, this season, it's going to change. I think he's going to have a really good season. Havertz as well. Werner's going to bag 30 goals this season. Havertz is going to bag 20, let's say. And Chelsea are going to have a brilliant year of winning the league and maybe even the FA Cup, let's see. But guys, they are my Premier League predictions for the new season. Chelsea to win it. Southampton, Brentford and Watford to get relegated. If you haven't already, go check out my Championship predictions. The day I'm recording this, I've just finished recording that. But the Premier League predictions are out. I think I'll post it maybe a few days after the Championship one. So make sure you go check that one out. It will definitely be uploaded by the time you're watching this one. But until next time, guys, take care. Before you go, make sure you smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, turn notifications on. If you made it this far, all the way to the end of the video, just remember, you're a legend. Bye, guys.